Hi and welcome to Fibertown. I'm Emily, Chain of Fools on Ravelry and Fibertown with an R-E on Instagram, on iTunes, on YouTube, on the blog at fibertown.blogspot.com. I'm glad to be sitting here with you today. I have a lot to talk about, good stuff, all, and so let's get started. I have two introductions. I have first Illusions64, who is Michelle from Brighton, Tennessee. She's trying to learn how to spin, and she crochets, but more often she knits. Thank you for saying hi, Michelle, and welcome. Then we have Tia and Kat, who's Catherine from Minneapolis. Oh, she has a cute puppy Ravatar, and so does Illusion64. It looks like a Westie. So yay! Thank you for saying hello, Catherine. Yeah, knitting and your dog, it doesn't get much better than that, although my dog is nowhere to be found. She has to get all, 10 of her naps in every day. So this is apparently one of them. I just heard her sigh. She likes to be in her crate. Sometimes she just needs to retire from the world of humans and go and lay in her crate, and that's where she is now. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have to talk about? Just a few minutia, and then we will do a giveaway. FOs, works in progress, fiber prep and spinning, acquisitions, and Ask Fibertown. So we got a lot of new members in the group this week. So we're inching up towards our 1,000 member giveaway, and that's always fun to see. And the FalCal started. The FalCal. I'm going to give away, I'm going to give away a prize randomly today. And the folks who have so far posted in the FalCal, which is the Fibertown Along, which if you knit a Fibertown Designs pattern, then you can enter the FO twice. If you knit something else, you can enter it once. It's going through the end of 2015, and oh my goodness, get over there and look at what people are making, and especially, they're all beautiful, but Rose Bob, kudos for your knitted Jack Sparrow. I was blown away, speechless, as were many other people who expressed it much better than I did. All right, so we have through numbers 2 through 41. Can you guys see that? I'm going to generate a number, and the winner will win a copy of the Vita Shawl, which I will show you in a minute. Let's see. Number 12. Hopefully that is not me. All right, let's see. Number 12 for the FalCal is on the first page, and that is a deleted post. All right, we're going to do it again. Generate. Number 33. This is why I do these beforehand usually. Sonoma Mama! You win the Vita Shawl pattern by Mina Phillip. And I got to meet Mina Phillip this past weekend. Look how beautiful that is. That is the Vita Shawl. Let me get a bigger picture. She has a whole collection named the Vita Collection, and it's named after her mother. Beautiful and a lovely person. And I'll talk more about her in acquisitions. I didn't acquire a Mina, but I did acquire things while I was with Mina. All right, so Sonoma Mama, you get in touch with me. I think your name is Phyllis, is that right? Nope. I'm thinking of someone else who lives in California. This is Kay. Hi Kay. So get in touch, and I will make sure that Mina sends you that pattern. Next week, I'm giving away a set of Poke Me Knots and Lose Me Knots from Janby Smiley. So you will want to enter things. Chatter is even eligible. So please come and join us. What did I want to say? Oh, okay. So one of the designs, Fibertown Designs, is one I'm wearing. This is the Esther Bell Shawl, and you all have made me super happy reading comments in other podcasters' groups about whatever prompt they have to win a copy of this pattern. And I just want to say thank you. It's really, some of them are funny or touching, and they're wonderful to read. And, I know people like sharing stories about people who are special to them. So, as you know, Esther Bell was my great-grandmother, and she died when I was either 8 or 9. I honestly don't remember. And I knew her fairly well, and I talked about her a wee bit when I first showed you the shawl. She, I have something that I use daily that reminds me of her, and it's something that she made with her hands. So I thought you all would like to see. This hangs in my kitchen, and it does get used. It's a double crocheted tomato pot holder. And it's held up all of these years. She introduced me to crochet as a kid, just kind of briefly. You know how you expose kids, they're interested, and you show them, and they do a few stitches, and they're not interested anymore. So she and my grandmother Maggie were the ones who first introduced me. So this is probably at least a 40-year-old pot holder. So I think that's funny and special and very nice. And I have several other, especially Christmas ornaments and Christmas crocheted granny square Christmas stockings that I hang in my house that were made by her as well as little doorknob cozies with jingle bells attached. So when you open a door, you get a little jingle. She crocheted, I don't think she did not knit. She crocheted a lot for like her church, what do they call those? The church sales and so forth. And there was a craft circle, a church-related craft circle that she participated in. And hi, I'm recording. The wonders of living in a multi-generational household. It's my dad, whose hearing is not so good. He probably couldn't hear me talking, although all the windows are open because it's 1,000,000 degrees. Anyway, I'm rambling about my family, but yes, she was a lot of fun. And here's one little fun fact about Esther Bell. She was very proud that she had all of her own teeth. She was born in 1901, and I remember her talking about the ladies in the craft circle. She'd be like, so-and-so did this or whatever. She doesn't have all her own teeth. So, yeah, I mean, she was from an era where that might be a thing. So that's my goal in life, to have all my own teeth. It's a really good one and attainable, hopefully. Okay, thank you for indulging me. Let's do FOs. I have one this week, and it is out of hedgehog fiber in the sock yarn, the 9010 merino nylon, in the pistachio colorway. And these are children's mitts. They fit me because I have tiny hands, and knitting is stretchy. But these are the Koigu children's mitts, more or less. It's a free pattern, and these are going to a little girl in Oregon. I have been piling knitwear for a very knitworthy family in Oregon, friends in Oregon that we visited this summer. So I need to make one more hat and 2 more sets of mitts, possibly 3 mitts. Yes, that's it for FOs, but I have works in progress, including the Nanook by Heidi Kiermaier, and I am continuing this knit. Oh, thank you, neighbor, mowing your lawn. I'm sorry. I'm continuing this knit on the marbles, MARBLZ, marbles, and it's really nice. This is a cardigan with sort of a drapey front. I'm so sorry. I hope I don't have to re-record. You get to see stockinette, you get to see garter, and you get to see this sort of lace panel that goes around and down the collar. I I'm almost done with the increases, and then I can just knit straight for a while and then do some sleeve separating. So this is out of a very lanolin-y smelling hand spun. It's a Cotswold Coopworth Cross fleece. It was a lamb fleece, a small one. I have about 1,200 yards of a 3-ply, and I'd say it's a sport to DK-ish. It's really dense. It's going to be a heavy cardie, but very warm. These are US 6s, so a 4mm needle. Still enjoying the marbles quite a bit. It's not gotten a ton of knitting done on it, but I have to say this weather has not really inspired sweater knitting. So yeah, still enjoying that. And I saw, I've been watching Welford, wait, is it called Welford Pearls? Oh gosh, I think it is. With Emma Welford, and she is a really amazing spinner. And she was wearing one of these and out of hand spun. I checked out her podcast and I was like, huh, great minds. So check her out. She's got a lot of great information, including brilliantly done tutorials and really well, well done in terms of the production, but in terms of the content, really well done on spinning. This is why I don't do tutorials. I just don't think they would do anyone any service. If I see you in person, I'd be happy to do an on-the-spot thing. But yeah, so Welford Pearls, P-U-R-L-S. Highly recommend. My blanket, my sock yarn blanket is back on the needles. This is by Shelley Kang. The pattern is, it's a free pattern. I knit a lot of squares, and you know, it's been over a week since I podcasted. And let's see, let me show you. Square 1, I think there are 9. Get a nice little look. Square 2, this green one here, it is Koigu. Oh, and I forgot one. Oh no, I didn't. It's just backwards. This is hand spun Gourmet Stash. Then we have this one. This is a Nitty in Color colorway. Another hand spun Gourmet Stash. That was a Game of Thrones colorway from a while back. Another hand spun Gourmet Stash in Smaug, and that was double stranded. And we have this one. This was Mustache. Anna and Elsa. This one, did I show you that one last week? I don't remember what that is, but very pretty. And then a nice sort of sober gray, because sometimes you need to tone it down. You have this much color happening. I hope I got them all. So yeah, that's fun. I have a hashtag on Instagram, Fibertown Square a Day, and it's nice to look back and just sort of see how things have progressed. And yeah, I foresee keeping that going for a good while. So the last work in progress is in my Holland Handmaids bag. I love my Holland Handmaids bags. I'm hoping to get a new one soon. Okay, so this is White Birch Fiber Arts. Nothing says screw you like a rainbow. I ran into issues with the winding, just user error on my part. But when did I cast these on? Great, it just dropped a needle. Okay. Tuesday night? Yes, Tuesday night. And it's Friday. So yeah, a lot of fun to knit. And you keep wanting to get to the next part. So I'm going to finish, these are for a family member for a birthday. They were requested. So I'm going to finish knitting this particular rainbow down here, and then I will do the heel flap out of the sky and continue from there. Carbon CPNs, US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters. I want to smack my neighbor. He's moving. I could probably go out there and... His realtor backed into my car and made a huge dent in the bumper. It's been interesting around here. Okay. All right, so fiber prep and spinning. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. All right, let me show you my only finished skein this week. This is Ross Farm Cotswold. It's 2.7 ounces, it's Cotswold lamb. And 2.7 ounces, 110 yards. I think I chain plied it because I was lazy. Didn't want to spread it over 3 bobbins to get a 3-ply. Oh, you know what's funny? I had a little bit of Santa Cruz on the bobbin, so I just chain plied that too. So, gorgeous. Gorgeous gray color. I wish I had it. No, I don't have enough for booties. This will probably be part of a bigger project, a breed project or something at some point. But that was fun, very fun to spin. Now I've been combing my Shetland Moneypenny. It was an Emskit Caped Flecket. This is what I have so far. This is the only fleece that I have processed myself that has come out of the wash somewhat cotted. So that's a couple steps below felted. Just sort of stuck together fibers, not fibers that can't be separated apart. But I feel like Shetland, at least this particular one, highly feltable. So exercise perhaps a little more care than usual when washing. But yeah, the combing, so it makes the combing a little more arduous. So, but gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I have an Ask Fibertown question related to Shetland. So I'll come back to that. Yeah, so there she is, Moneypenny. One of the many colors of Shetland. She has 2 or 3 colors in her fleece. So I told you last week that Yogurt, my Corriedale Border Leicester Romney cross, was a huge fleece, and I have combed almost a pound of it, and I just can't anymore. I could if there were only a little bit left, but there's 1.5 pounds left. So that was kind of on the naughty list. And then I started trying to process my Gotland lamb fleece as well. This is how tiny the locks are. Now, when I drum carded them, because combing is out of the question. It's way too short. Maybe if I had mini combs, but seriously, I doubt it. So I put them through my drum carder, and I had these massive cloud-like bats with really no distinct fiber direction. And this is actually probably the longest staple I have in this fleece. And now I was sort of high on yarn fumes when I bought it, and I had been wanting a Gotland since Maryland Sheep and Wool. And Deb Robeson took a look at the fleece, and I thought there was a little bit of a, oh, you bought this. But then and that could have been my imagination, but I'm sure she knows her stuff. I'm sure she was like, you're going to have so much trouble spinning this. And she was right. She was right. So I take the bat, I pull a chunk off, and I spin in my typical way, and it's already apparent that my typical way is not going to work. So I modify things. I do more of a short forward draw. And then, basically, to sum it up, I have to put much more twist than I would like to into this fiber to get it to stick together. The yarns I was getting were super fragile. They're just pulling apart. They could not stand any tension whatsoever. And I don't want to put a lot of twist into it because I feel like it'd be too dense and wiry. So Rock and a Hard Place, this also went on the naughty list with a bunch of buyer's remorse because it was not cheap. So I was looking at Yogurt and I was looking at the Gotland, and necessity, mother of invention, all of that. carded them together. Yeah, so this is 75% yogurt with the white and 25% Gotland. Now, yogurt, I was thinking it was the staple length would be too long for a drum carder. I have some bats of yogurt only, and they are spectacular. They're gorgeous. This has only been through the drum carder once. Yeah, it's got, you know, it's not completely blended, and it's got some Gotland locks in there still from the drum carder, but one time through the drum carder, and looks great. So I am back in the game with those two fleeces. So I'm, doing a lot of fiber prep right now, and I'm really enjoying it, and I have washed my first batch of Cormo from the Rhinebeck fleece, from Genevieve. And I hope I'm not going to watch this and realize that you guys can't hear me over the lawnmower. Okay, I'm going to get up and close the windows, and then I'll be back. Okay, we are back, and stay. I mentioned the Cormo fleece from Rhinebeck before I got up, and I just wanted to say that that thing only required one washing. It was super clean. Are you going to have a cow here? All right. Stay. Look, I have one here. You want to shake? You're such a good girl. There you go. So, okay. We are on to acquisitions. And if you haven't met Alice, this is Alice. Let's see if we can get her to speak. Can you speak? Yeah, she has to work up to it. So Alice went to Fibertown. She's in Fibertown. She went to Fiberspace in Old Town, Alexandria, outside of DC, with me on Sunday. And we got to meet up with Busy Mama, Tanya of the Sampler Girl podcast, and her mom, and Julie, who's Beardy Knits, and, oh gosh, there was Laura, who is a brand new knitter, and she joined the group. Laura, if you're watching. And Mina. And I hope I'm probably forgetting someone. When I watched my Rhinebeck episode, I was like, oh, I forgot her. Anyway, Alice was, yeah, that's you. I'm hiding nothing else. Alice had a great time at Fiberspace. She got to meet a poodle. Remember that poodle that came in? And she hung out. She eventually calmed down, sat on the floor, laid on the floor, and would greet folks that came in the door. So it is a dog-friendly shop, and Old Town in general is a dog-friendly place. In fact, after we met up with those folks, Alice and I went and got a coffee together. Hey, Al! Quit licking my pocket. There's nothing in there. So what did I get at Fiberspace? One thing. I swear the windows are closed. Oh. Okay, so I cannot resist hazelnuts. Take a look at that purple. And I promised myself that I was going to get, there she is, that I was going to get a purple hazelnuts artisan sock the next time I found one. So I got a skein of Spooky Hue. There we go. And it'll go in the stash, where all good things go. I also got this to help with my Shackleton along. I didn't get this at Fiberspace. I just got the one skein. This is Weave Knit Wear by Judith Shangold. Simply fabulous clothing and accessories. So, because I want to weave cloth that I can make into a garment for my Shackleton along. There's some really cool things in here. There's some things that I would not wear, but it's got amazing techniques and ideas. Let me see if I can find one that I really like. Well, the one on the cover is kind of cool. I love this one too. No, that's not the one. Well, interesting. think I do a solid panel down the middle, not a plaid, but kind of, I haven't really looked through that book yet, but I'm hoping I get some ideas and techniques for my Shackleton along. I just like to look at her face. Because Alice is a pretty girl. Yes, you are. All right, so more acquisitions came in the mail. I was just watching The Naughty Knitwits, and Melissa dies for Knitted Wit. And this was this is called Victor. It's on the Victory Sock Base October Sky. Look at those colors. So this was something she just made in the moment, and she gave a skein to me and one to her co-host Leslie, because we both had October birthdays. Happy birthday, Leslie. So this is a very special skein, and super nice of you to send it my way. Thank you so much, Melissa. I love mail. I loved getting this. And this will also go in the stash, and no doubt become something awesome later on. Okay, more stash. Okay, I opened this up because, oh, where's my ball band? Are you sitting on my ball band? Here it is. I've been stalking Northbound Knitting's release of a club colorway, Alchemy. This is superwash merino nylon fingering. And I took the ball band off because you really have to open this up to get the full effect. It's gorgeous. I don't even know how to describe the colors in this. Take a look. It's more or less accurate like that. It's more of a slate than a lavender. It's gorgeous, and I may or may not pair it, no, probably not, with this other Northbound Knitting in Metallurgy. Ugh, this is a BFL silk base. So stunning stuff. Check out Northbound Knitting. Awesome. She did a giveaway on Fibertown a while back. She has beautiful patterns and beautiful yarns. Okay, I did get a fabric acquisition. Navy blue with dandelions. Now I didn't realize, I ordered this online, and I didn't realize the dandelions had this green center. So I was a bit taken aback, but I think it's fine. This is a knit fabric, and I'm going to be making a dress. And I have a pattern in mind, and it's just going out of my head what it's called. I mentioned it last week. Did I write it down? Probably not. Nope. Now, I got a very special package from one of my test knitters, the amazing Natasha, who has started the Wool Gathering podcast with her friend Meredith. And you guys, look at their latest episode. They have an interview with the Yarn Harlot and Clara Parks. And are you showing me your belly? Yeah, come get the yarn. She's lounging like a diva on a crocheted pillow. So Natasha sent me an amazing package with minis and goodies. She sent me some Fleece Artist fiber. Beautiful stuff. This is from Nova Scotia. Blueface Leicester Sliver. More spinning fiber. I think she said this was a Corriedale. And look at this one. How pretty is that? This is the Corriedale. Now, she also sent some mini skeins, and these are going straight into the blanket now that I have shown them to you. All right, so we have some Handmaiden. When I send off mini skeins, I don't label them. I'm sorry. Heidi's Sock by Hand. I think this is a local to her. Oh, Natasha's first ever pair of socks. I think this is a local dyer. Again, Heidi's by Hand. Natasha's. This is she made her Grace cardigan out of. Then we have Dirty Water Dye Works, Juniper, so beautiful. And Belfast Mini Mills Limited, Prince Edward Island. Gorgeous colorway. Now this is Spanish Moss. And she was one of the test knitters for Esther Bell, and she knit the amazing one with a silver border. This was the silver border, so it's copper corgi Savannah sock. And this, she also test knit the Shield Maiden, which is a Fibertown Designs pattern, and I'm so excited about that. It was stunning in this alpaca, so dense and squishy and soft and amazing, and that came out amazing. And she also sent some really cute cards for me to save and give away. There's a cute little birdie one with owls. As well as some sweets, maple flavored sweets, which have been consumed. And this adorable soap, which smells wonderful, Passamaquoddy Mist. This is by, I can't read the label. Garden by the Sea, and a super cute little dragonfly. So, lucky me, lucky me. And Natasha's package is on the way, and I think she's gonna love it. So, I always wonder if we're gonna have time for Ask Fibertown or not. Before we do that, I want to talk about something that has come to my attention called Fibernate. So like hibernate, but with fiber, F-I-B-E-R, Nate. And this is something that's started by Caroline Hockenberry, who used to be in charge of, oh, I have a call, used to be in charge of the spinning section at a local yarn store, Uniquities, and she would sort of organize, or help to organize the fiber farmers markets. So she has a new website called fibernate.com, and she is hosting get-togethers. She teaches classes, private lessons, on all sorts of fibery things. She's having there's a spin-in this Saturday in Falls Church, Virginia, and there's another one, Fibernate Friday night in Alexandria. So check out her website. She has an Instagram presence, Fibernate, on there. So if you are local to the DC area, check out Fibernate. And she's a lovely person, a really good teacher, and really nice to work with. Okay, so we have Ask Fibertown. And, you know, I have very, not smartly, not kept great track lately of which questions I have answered and which questions I have not. So please forgive me if I've skipped over your question. I didn't mean to. I think I answered Twisted Mommy Yarn's question about my go-to hat pattern. For worsted weight, I cast on 88 stitches. I knit ribbing. I knit the body for 4 or 5 inches, and then I decrease every other round, starting with knit 9, knit 2 together, because it's a multiple of 11. So Intuit Knit has a question for the whole group, so I wanted to put that out there, and I'm pretty sure I haven't talked about this one. Have any Canadians in the group bought a fleece at Rhinebeck and had it processed and sent home? I was wondering if it would be affordable. Maybe I did answer this one. Anyway, it's out there. Feel free to respond to her thread on the Ask Fibertown. Respond to her post on the Ask Fibertown thread. Now, middle-aged Pearl, Marianne, hi Marianne, has another spinning question about Shetland. So I saw that she had a bag of UK sheep breeds that she's been working on. And have I had experience spinning Shetland? I have spun one Shetland. It was a Morit Shetland, like you're talking about. That's just a color of Shetland. It's a reddish brown. She says it's very slippery and she's finding it necessary to put a lot of twist into the singles to get them to hold together. Just like my Gotland. Trying for a 2-ply lace, light fingering weight yarn. Is this a typical characteristic of Shetland? Any tips on how I can spin it easier or better? Okay, so Shetland, from what I understand, and Deb Robeson is writing a book just on Shetland, there is no typical Shetland. So it could be that this particular Shetland that you got in this kit is is like that. I would not characterize Shetland as being slippery though. So there are different, you can get a single coated Shetland, a transitional coat, which has some hairs and mostly the wool, or a true double coated. So, and varying amounts of fineness. I honestly don't know what to say. Does anyone with more experience with Shetland have anything to help her? My experience with Shetland was that it was very toothy, not slippery at all. And that's how I feel about Moneypenny as well. So, I don't know what to tell you, Marianne, but you want a 2-ply lace weight, so you probably want a low twist if you're going to make something lace with it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You might want to try a different Shetland because they seem to all be completely different. How would you guys spin something that that seems to require more twists, but you didn't want it highly twisted? If Welford Pearls is on here, maybe I bet she has some ideas. Sorry I couldn't help, but I'm hoping that people will come and give you ideas. And best of luck. Okay, my friends, I do believe we are done. I do believe my dog just knocked my book over. Thank you, Alice. And I think I have to go to the bus stop. So until next time, you all take care. Bye.